Pulp Digital Productions has a long history of creating content that allows people to experience new cultures, new ideas, and new worlds in VR.
Megan Lang and I will be playing Kelly. We're fighting in virtual reality. One of us dies or we both die. We're trying to survive here. We've been to an elite party where we were drugged. We've been recruited for this game.
In order to accomplish something as special as the game, we knew we were going to have to bring together a really special group of people and groundbreaking tools to accomplish the job. As such, we brought in Indie Mogul with their amazing attitudes and also great tools with their rover that they had built custom in-house, which really offered some special moments for us shooting-wise. To bring in our key players, the people that we've trusted over the years again and again and who are willing to challenge themselves in new and unique ways. And that's from custom designing the lighting scheme to building the set from the ground up. And then of course, we were able to use the Jaunt 1, which is fabulous in low light settings and cinematic in a way that few other VR cameras are.
Sound was good. Use a dual stereo mic on the VR rig and then a lot of wireless. Can't use a boom because there's 360, video being shot, so I have to be real creative with the audio. So hiding a microphone at the base of the VR rig, hiding microphones on talent, hiding microphones, plant mics in weird spots, and basically putting microphones every place I can because you can't. Typically in that type of situation, you'd use a boom due to physicality of that scene, fight scene, but we actually put lab mics on actors and it worked out good, I think.
I'm Peter Greathouse. I'm the fight coordinator for this film. I'm teaching those two lovely people how to kill each other safely. Make you think they're dead while not actually getting hurt. That's the game plan, and I'm sticking to it. Here's your pump fake moment.
This is where she needs to put that I'm going to run it.
Yes, there it is, right there. That's the fix. Does that work for you, Megan?
Yeah.
Someone will die. None of the actresses will die. The characters, though, it'll be pretty brutal. As soon as I say action, I guarantee you're going to go faster than you've ever gone before. Which is why I'm not training you to go fast, because I'm training you to go this fast. No matter how many times I say, slow down, slow down, slow down, it will go faster. Which is why I'm keeping you at the speed. And you might be like, is this too slow? It's not. Do that entrance. Yes! That looked way, way better. And then into the arm, yeah. Great.
So personally, we felt the game, unlike other VR projects, would really benefit from some of the other filmmaking techniques, such as a lot of dynamic movement, fast cutting in the editing room, to really accentuate the horror and the suspense of being chased by someone with a chainsaw through this crazy underground dungeon.
Slowly open the door and drop the chain, and then you're going to be following.
I'll follow the camera.
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah. All right.
John hit me up. He said, would you like to be in a horror kind of film, VR? I said, of course. He told me what my part would be. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm curious to see kind of how virtual reality works in this kind of space.
While some scenes were easier to direct the viewer's attention through such elements as blocking and sound, other scenes we had to get a little bit more creative and really think outside the box for the element in which we were directing for this virtual reality cinematic 360 environment. So we really utilized the high contrast environment with lighting and the vignetted areas of the space that we were shooting, as well again as the specific camera movement and how it moved through these spaces and vicariously the viewer as well.
A scene in the bathroom where there's a bathtub filled with body parts. We're gonna go ahead and fill that up with a lot of blood, a lot of gore aspects, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun.
So when blending VR and horror in our show, one of the things that we did was we gave the viewer a sense of voyeurism. We were able to achieve that by planting cameras in interesting places, by using security camera footage and compositing that in, and added a new dynamic to the experience that most other VR shows do not venture into.
Today's shoot revolves around a party. And we're going to, it's going to be a lot of moving shots on a dolly, on a robo-dolly. Unlike traditional 2D filmmaking, you can't just easily make just a doorway dolly or other common tools. You have to, since the camera sees everything, you have to find something where it's kind of operator-free, where they can hide. You know, it does present new challenges in keeping it steady. You know, there's going to be life all around you. It's going to really try to immerse you inside this party-like atmosphere. The camera's always rolling, it's seeing everything, so as an actor, extra, you always kind of have to be in the moment. And it's an adjustment period for people transitioning from traditional feature-length film or short film. It's kind of the first time working with these kind of motorized dolly, but I think it'll work out great.
It seems pretty flat.
It's pretty stable.
Yeah.
It's got some weight to it, so it rolls pretty good.
It's really interesting to see the jaunt moving on the Moco rig. It'll be interesting to see how that translates into the VR viewing experience.
We didn't want to rely solely on a tripod while shooting the game, so that's why we were really excited when our friends at Indie Mogul brought over their remote dolly, which gave it a very controlled and cinematic look to a lot of our shots. But on the flip side, we put our camera on a head mount display, which gave it an organic and frenetic feel for the fight scene.
Because of the tools that we've used and the people that we collaborated with and the boundaries that we pushed and the rules that we broke, today the game is one of the most viewed pieces of narrative VR content.
Cinematic VR is the dawn of a new era of storytelling. We're moving away from the gimmick or novelty of VR into a true artistry.
VR gives the audience a chance to experience story in ways we never have before. And in many ways, the game has raised the bar for cinematic VR.
We hope that the game inspires other filmmakers to push the limits of this medium, because we believe we've only begun to scratch the surface of immersive storytelling.